Millennial Gaze.
Hey, what's good, you guys? What's up? Happy holidays, happy new year. I hope you're having a good day. I hope it ain't too cold for you. It actually it looks pretty nice out there. It's a little crispy, but it's nice out for me. Not
It is
terrible.
windy as hell up in here. We were surprised when we drove. We got home today from all of our Christmas shenanigans, and I walked outside and I was like, "Ooh, it's actually warm." It was like 50, and then the wind started, and now the whole house is nice and chilly.
Yeah, it kind of flips up on us a little bit out here too with the weather. Like it'll be pretty nice throughout the day, and then as soon as the sun goes down, it's like, okay, now it's cold as fuck. So yeah, and we had some power outages and like some severe winds. Christmas, like literally Christmas Day, it was like pretty treacherous actually, the wind and stuff. So there's that. But for the most part, everything else has been good. So, we got Katie here. So this is our recap episode for 2025. As you guys know, that have been following us, and if you have not followed us so far and you're new to our channel, we started this channel. I mean, it had a few different kind of developments. So it started with We the People, right? And then, so we were there for the first like quarter of our, hey Lizzie, hey Dahlia, hey Jazzy, hey everybody. Yeah, we started like the first kind of few episodes of our show with Katie and I and Keisha as well, with We the People. And then me and Katie decided to just go ahead and take it and just have our own channel, the Millennial Gaze. So when did that start off? In like August, September, something like that?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, something like that. Damn, this shit moving hella fast.
Right? This is crazy.
Like, yeah. Ugh. And so we're just going to go over a few of our experiences from the year, because literally at the beginning of the year, I was not on Don Lemon. Don Lemon's show is literally how I kind of got here to this place, by meeting everybody. Here come Annabelle. She opened the door. I'm gonna have to go close that in just a little bit, but but yeah. So yeah, it's been quite the journey getting here, and so we're just gonna share some of the things that we talked about over the year, some of our experiences, our personal experiences, our experiences with the channel, and we're just gonna have a good time. And also, we're gonna go over a few things that we think might be good to take into 2026 and remind ourselves to kind of so that we can, because 2026 is gonna be a doozy, you guys. It's gonna be rough. And if you don't think so, then you're fucking stupid. So I just we got to take care of each other and make sure we can at least get to the point where we can at least get some of these people to fuck up on out of here by the democratic process, right? And so but November 2026 is a long fucking way away, and a lot can happen before here and now. So let's just go again and head into it and recap and reflect on our year of our Lord 2025, or our Satan. I don't know, whichever one works for you. But let's talk some millennial minutes, as we always do. Just a little bit of fun, kind of nostalgic millennial time.
Come on.
90s at one point assumed what they were experiencing was just NyQuil-induced psychosis. Like Ren and Stimpy was about two frequent Geneva Convention violators in the shape of a neurotic chihuahua and a red Manx cat with decidedly orange cat energy, who took turns having psychological breakdowns while the animation zoomed into their pores, their veins, and their gums. This was a show that you could smell through the television, and your older cousin, who reeked like a skunk, was a huge fan for some reason. A dom in a onesie does acrobatics through a dystopian hellscape while flies get caught in her eyelashes, and everyone expires for reasons you will never, ever understand. Every episode felt like you walked into the third act of a foreign language avant-garde student film. No dialogue, no explanation, just vibes and a vertebrae that defied medical science. Rocco's Modern Life was about a wallaby who worked at a spicy phone hotline center, and his neighbor is canonically in hell, but it's fine because it's on Nick, and your parents thought it was about the power of friendship. Every episode contained at least 3 jokes that would get a writer fired today, including one that I am still aghast at the fact that it passed standards and practices, and I'm certain you know the one I'm talking about. Someone cut out photographs of human faces, glued them onto paper bodies, and made them move in ways that God specifically. I don't think this show aired so much as it manifested. Every character looked like a ransom note come to life, and the animation style seemed specifically designed to appear in your peripheral vision in the wee hours of the morning. Oh, this is a deep cut. HBO said, "What if educational programming, but it feels like the test they give you to check for brain damage? You learned math from a face that haunts you to this day, and you learned vocabulary from puppets that looked like they'd been confiscated from a crime scene." The whole thing revolved around post-apocalyptic game show segments hosted by things that should not exist and images that cannot be unseen. I promise you that every single millennial who watched
Kind of
these
like
shows
2025
assumed what they were experiencing was just NyQuil-induced psychosis.
So yeah, that was just a little bit of a. I saw that this morning and it cracked me the fuck up because I was like, yeah, some of these shit that we was watching was wild. And then I saw another thing that
that
was
Angela Anaconda show used to freak me out.
Dude. Yeah, I forgot about that one too. I was like, damn, now that's a blast from the past with the Angela Anaconda. Yeah.
Also,
you know
wasn't that also Ed and Eddie?
Ed and Eddie but Ed and Eddie didn't quite creep me out. Like, but you know, one that did creep me out just a bit was I did still like it, but Courage the Cowardly Dog creeped me out.
Oh my god, I could not watch that show at night.
It was frustrating because like he would just be like, bro, like stop letting these motherfuckers into the damn house and shit. Like Miriam. Damn. And then Eustace would just be hella mean and Courage is over here trying to help out. It was just a very frustrating show. And also creepy. But the one thing about the Millennial Gaze that I always like to share with people and like why I started this show is that I just think Cow and Chicken weird as fuck. Yes, it is. All of them are written by like the same people. It's like the same show, just different character kind of arcs. But anyway, I just like kind of going back to those times because I always find it interesting to be like, damn, how did we get here? And I just feel like our age group as adults, now that we are like the middle-aged kind of adult people in the room, we're definitely not the same. We're not built the same as the people above us or below us. We're very unique in our ways. And so I always like to share experiences from what kind of built us as a millennial age group. I always find it to be interesting. So yeah. So that was the only one I was really able to collect because I was doing the most this fucking weekend. And so I didn't have much for the Millennial Minutes. But what do you think about that, Katie?
I think they missed. Well, I mean, those are all the kind of like crazy shows, but one of the shows that was my jam in the 90s was Rocket Power. Rocket Power.
Yeah.
Rocket Power, Rugrats, Doug.
Yep. Rocket Power is my favorite. Powerpuff Girls. Cat Dog was good. And I liked the adult one, like not the adult ones, the live ones too, like Even Stevens. I like Lizzie McGuire, Raven. That's a Raven. I liked all those too. Sister.
Yes, I used to watch Full House a lot.
Yeah, all those. Like Nick at Night shows as well were really fun. And yeah, Doug was lightweight underrated. Super like weird. Hey Arnold is also one of my favorites.
Oh, I love Hey Arnold.
It's so jazzy and cultural and just like very real. I really like that show. Like I actually think it's better for adults. Like rewatching Hey Arnold as an adult is it hit different. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, that's just, we just a bunch of millennials over here. We like talking about our old shit because nothing will ever really replicate those things. So I always like to hold dear to them.
Another thing about too is like those shows all happened before like the internet boom really started.
Right. like we had internet, but it sounded like this. You know what I mean? Like so
we couldn't really do much.
Yeah. And you couldn't be on the phone and on the internet at the same time, and shit like that. So those were always good times, and I like to reflect on them a little bit. So anyway, that's like why I started this show, and just our lifestyle as as millennials, as adults, like it's so different. We really have to be creative in the way that we maneuver ourselves through things. Like we were taught that we were going to be okay if we did this and that ended up being a whole bunch of bullshit. And so I think that kind of monitoring how we as a generation kind of maneuver ourselves through the situation that we are kind of put in is interesting, to say the least.
Jazzy says, I miss having to hit my big cube computer because it would freeze.
Yeah. Do you remember those Apple, like the first kind of like colorful? Yeah, the colorful ones. They were like little jelly. They look like you kind of eat them. Yeah.
I remember when it was, what was it? Like GameCube and the like first PlayStation games and stuff, we had to like blow on the cartridge.
Yeah, dude.
Starting it and stuff. And
yeah, I remember the GameCube is
cleaners.
Oh, yep, the CD cleaners and all that shit. So yeah, just a lot of nostalgia and stuff, and I just think it's so cool how quickly things moved through just the 30 years that we've been on the planet. You know what I mean? Like it just took off at a breakneck speed, like at a certain point. And so it's just a very interesting thing. People will be looking at us like, how did they do it? How did they adapt so fast? It's because we didn't give a fuck, and we were like, well, we're not gonna benefit from any of this like real change. Like I think we're gonna be like 111 years old if we really see something go down like cool. Yes, N64, but PS2 will always and forever be my favorite game system.
You can play a lot of old Nintendo games on the Switch now.
Yeah, or just
they have different arcades and stuff. They have like all the old stuff.
Or just get one of those emulator ROM file holder.
You can literally download them on your phone.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing that shit since like when you could first do it. It's a little different now. I haven't figured out the new way to like get them. It's a whole different thing. The old way that I used to do it, like I had to download the ROM file from this thing, and then but it's different now and it doesn't work, so I haven't figured it out. I gotta ask my homie. Or maybe I can ask Katie, she might know.
Well, I have an iPhone and mine was pretty easy.
Yeah, I just gotta learn the new ways, I guess. All right, so anywho, so yes, that's how we got the Millennial Gaze kind of going. That's where I started it from. I started it and it kind of flopped again, and I've tried to do this process a few different times. And then in comes Katie. And so before we do our individual 2025 recaps, we're just going to go over some of the little things that happened throughout the year of 2025. So make sure you got something to kick it with. You're warm, you're safe and everything. Some of these things are annoying that we even have to cover, and that this is something that we experienced. But one thing that I do know about this fucking country is that we have extreme amnesia and like to forget shit that happened a few months ago. So let's make sure that we remember what this year was really like, because it changed our lives forever, even if we can't really feel it right now. So go ahead and roll it, Katie.
Tries to form a human blockade at a San Francisco immigration court today, trying to stop ICE agents as they attempt to move detainees from a courthouse to a waiting van. They shove their way through the protesters and push their detainee into the van. crowd moves with them, including several protesters.
Yeah, it's being weird.
It's okay. It's like kind of working. Do you want to give it a refresh and see if that works? We don't really have to show all this. I think we've all seen enough and we know where the fuck it's going. But if you can get it, or if you need to like do any tech work, don't worry, I'll help you out. I'll vamp. Anyway, but basically, yeah, we had a whole bunch of ICE shit go on. We pretty much had a Gestapo come in and infiltrate our communities all over the country, from New Orleans, where they're at right now a lot. And they got them in, I mean, they started in Los Angeles. Didn't really affect the Bay Area too much. They were out here a little bit, and then would leave and then try to come back and then would get chased off. So they were very spotty out here. They weren't as effective as they were, excuse me, other places. I do think that that being because like the Bay was or NorCal was kind of already prepared because we saw what was happening in SoCal. And they hadn't quite gotten to us yet. And so we already put things in place and we're prepared for them to come. They didn't just jump us the way that they did other places. And that's one thing that I will say in 2026, you guys, we need to stop pretending like shit ain't gonna happen to us or we're invincible, like shit can't pop off in our backyard, in our neighborhood, right? We need to make sure that we are like not acting like that the decisions that we make won't affect us, you know, or will only benefit us, and it's okay if it harms other people, because when you weaken, we're only as strong as our weakest link. That's a quote from I don't know who, but that I learned a long time ago. And so if the weakest person in your community that you're connected to is struggling, that shit is going to come to you in some way and affect you in some way. You know, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but I think we need to start thinking more proactively and kind of doing preventative actions against what we know is about to happen. We know that these people are trying to kidnap and bomb and cover up shit and all this stuff. And we're still sitting around not really doing anything and still getting caught slipping and being surprised by these things. And like, so I really think that preventative actions need to be like had here. We need to be hunkering down in our communities. And so if they want to cut off SNAP, have your own fucking SNAP funding or whatever. You know what I mean? And things like that. Y'all get it. Let's see if this video runs a little smoother. It seems like Katie has everything back up and running. Like, comment, share, and subscribe.
I wasn't quite sure in the beginning why this photo was resonating with so many people, but I've come to realize that even though it's a very quiet image, the security guard breaking down in tears, someone you wouldn't expect, you know, a professional security guard to show that kind of humanity, has touched so many people on a really visceral level. I've been at the courthouse, 26 Federal Plaza in New York, for the past 5 months now, every day, day in and day out. But that particular afternoon, we usually have free reign walking, you know, with the agents as they're doing a detainment, but they blocked us in the hallway, which was really unusual, fairly far from the courtroom, and fairly sure they knew it was going to be a pretty bad, and get up high enough with my camera. But the wife and children came screaming out afterwards. They were completely inconsolable, screaming. I think she was saying, take me to, please. Help me. She kept saying, help me. Afterwards, I followed out into the courtyard of the courthouse, basically just to try to get some information. While I was waiting with her, the security guard came over asking if he could do anything to help. And that's when he just, you know, he just broke down. We both broke down in tears. It was so heartbreaking to see that kind of anguish and that kind of shedding tears also. And then it was over. The scene changed, but I think those are pretty important frames. It's heart-wrenching. I can't even explain how soul-crushing it is to see these family separations. I mean, we're human first. We're not just, walking cameras. I think people tend to forget that about journalists. I mean, what we witness affects us too. It hurts to see these little kids. They're innocent, caught in the crossfire of all this. Personally, I lost my dad when I was 6 years old. And so it's such a hole in the heart of a child to the loss of a parent in any way, death or, something so traumatic like this. I tend to miss so many moments. I mean, I miss more than I get, especially at the courthouse. So I think what I've tended to do my entire career was look for other images as well. Try not to fixate on what I didn't take, but try to find another moment that maybe a reflection of what happened. And occasionally, pictures like this, it wasn't the drama of the scene, but it was an important moment nonetheless.
What do you got to say about that, Katie? Anything?
I don't know what's going on with my computer. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good. You were just a little slow, but now you're moving. You're fine.
We'll see what happens. That's just it shows the little bit of humanity that's left because that policeman knew, or that guard knew, he was just, I don't know. It was nice to see some human emotion for once, rather than just all of this hate and all that. Okay, sorry, I just wanted to see something.
Yeah, no, I think that I like that I stumbled upon that story and that image. I saw that image before, but it really didn't have the image didn't have all that information from the lady. So I just saw the picture and was like, oh damn, that's that's a powerful image. So and I just want to again really point out that there is humanity here. These are fucking people. These are people here. And I know that a lot of the people feel helpless. What is that security guard gonna do? He's not ICE. He's not, they'll probably beat his ass up too if he tried to step in. You know what I mean? In the helplessness, I do not like seeing people record too much. I really do think that people might need to start actually juking them out, get in the way, don't just let people get snatched up, because the more that this happens, the more empowered that these people will get, the more crazier they will start to treat people. It's already really, 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 really bad. And I don't know how much more worse it could get, but I know that that's possible. And so
I think people are probably afraid of being shot.
Yeah.
Because those ICE agents all have some pretty powerful guns on them.
Yeah, I would agree. But a lot of them are also, the thing is that all of them are cowards. So the more people that just stand, if you just are brutalizing someone and you just got a whole bunch of people recording and you have on a mask, what is that going to do to stop somebody? They don't care. They especially if there's no accountability within the actual law. The least you could do is step in the way, because what happens is a lot of them do turn around and go away. They don't actually engage if you do something about it, if you stop them from doing it. But it takes people to get in the way and say, no, get the fuck out of here, talk to them and stuff. And I've seen multiple videos like that where people are actually successful if they work together and protect each other and like hold their ground against that. But just recording is not enough because, and we see why it's not enough because of how often it's happening. Anyway, so that's our ICE coverage. That's one thing that happened in 2025. Here's another fun doozy that we can launch back to. Like, comment, share, subscribe, stay warm, get your food, get your drink.
Let's talk about why what Pete Hegseth did, the Secretary of Defense, is so dangerous and wrong and reckless, and why he must be fired or resign right away. By putting classified war plans on an unsecured app, Signal, Pete Hegseth severely jeopardized the safety and security of the American servicemen and women, the brave people who are defending our country and who are executing that attack. Because in this case, it was a reporter who was inadvertently added to the text chain. It could be somebody else next time. And almost certainly Russia, China, Iran are tapping those phones of our highest, most important officials. And so by doing that, if Iran had gotten those war plans, given them to the Houthis would then be ready and know exactly what was coming. They would reposition themselves and Americans would die. That is why Pete Hegseth needs to resign. Let's talk about Signalgate. Let's talk about what Pete Hegseth did, the Secretary of Defense.
So, Katie, what did you think about that old Signalgate on the drug dealer app?
We are lucky that, I don't know how, and I'm not questioning it, but we're lucky that no one's tried to bomb this country.
Yeah.
And that nobody from, like, we're lucky. I don't know what it is that's keeping us semi-safe, but it's definitely not this cabinet of idiots.
Oh, for sure. 100%. Yeah. I agree with you. That Signalgate thing, oh God, that shit should have been. He should have been kicked the fuck to. He should have been tried for some sort of prison or something, because of that. Then not only did they do it once, they did that shit twice. You guys, 2 fucking times.
I'm sure they did it more that we just don't know.
Yeah, and they probably also did it more. Like who knows how many other like chats they had going on the drug dealer app. Okay. So they did it twice. Nothing happened. Crickets, nothing. People, we forgot about it. So many other things happened. Yeah, he shared it with White. That was the second time that it happened, or however many times. And then we had the whole thing with the boats and the bombings of the boats. Still nothing. So I just, you guys, if we don't put people in prison that need to go to prison, we give up regular society. Just give that shit the fuck up and be ready to live in a straight up post-apocalyptic fucking environment. Okay? Like, don't think that you're safe living in an environment where we don't hold people accountable for the atrocities, for bombing people and murdering people and genociding people and raping people. I'm sorry. We can't live in that society. And if that's what you want, then you better be ready and better be about that business. Okay? That's all I got to say.
Yeah. I'm still tired from traveling, but I agree with everything you just said.
So yeah, let's move on to another fucked up thing. Let's talk about some mainstream media corruption.
Has been muzzled and taken off the air by his network ABC.
He didn't end the Ukraine war or solve Gaza within his first week, but he did end freedom of speech.
This is government censorship. This is the Trump administration coming after people who speak out against him.
Hey, for those of you who pray, now's the time to do it. Love you, Jimmy.
This is what authoritarianism looks like right now. In this country, it's happening.
It's weird the right, who's free speech, never known hate speech in their life, is suddenly getting people fired from their jobs and shows canceled.
This is the United States government silencing voices that they disagree with. Look, if they can come for Kimmel, they can come for anybody.
Comedians took to social media to share powerful thoughts and reactions to Jimmy Kimmel's show being abruptly pulled from air by Disney's ABC. The decision to pull the show came hours after Federal Communications Commission Chair Brendan Carr publicly pressured the company to punish Kimmel for recent comments he made about the reaction to Charlie Kirk's shooting death. Comedian Kathy Griffin wrote on Instagram, "Please take it from me. It is very important to have Jimmy Kimmel's back right now. Be vocal, be an ideological consumer. Money is all their crowd cares about." Comic actor Gene Smart shared a photo with Kimmel and wrote, "I'm horrified at the cancellation of Jimmy Kimmel Live. What Jimmy said was free speech, not hate speech. People seem to only want to protect free speech when it suits their agenda. What is happening to our country?" Comedian and actor Mike Birbiglia posted a handwritten note saying, "I've spent a lot of time in public and private defending comedians I don't agree with. If you're a comedian and you don't call out the insanity of pulling Kimmel off the air, don't bother spouting off about free speech anymore." Comedian and writer Alex Edelman posted on X, "This is the actual cancel culture everyone claims to hate so much." Others appeared to celebrate the news. Comedian Terrence K. Williams posted a video appearing to laugh over Kimmel's dismissal. And comedian Steve Crowder shared a post on X with the news and simply wrote FAFO, which stands for F around and find out.
Yeah, I was when all that happened, I was really proud of the art community for how quickly actors, musicians, comedians, how all of them came together to have his back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure that the people who didn't speak out or did like those anti videos have lost lots of followers. Look what's happened to Nicki Minaj recently.
Ooh, girl. See, if we had done an episode earlier this week, I would have brought up that whole hot mess because it's bad. But it didn't make it in the rundown because it's kind of old news to me. Like I'm not.
Yeah, but she lost like 10 million followers on Instagram or something. And
I think we will have to talk a little bit more about that. Yeah, she did lose 10 million followers. What else are you saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
And the fact that like she's literally not a United States citizen. And her husband is a sexual predator.
And her brother. And she's only sucking up to them because she wants pardons. I have a lot of friends that are just in love with Nicki Minaj I don't know. I haven't heard from them recently. I don't know where their minds are at, but I know that they're disappointed and probably fucking pissed. But if I were to know my friends, like I'm pretty sure that they are like, what the fuck, bitch? You know what I mean? But it just makes me sad because I love my artists, when you put your fandom and your energy into, someone's art that moves you and they turn out to be a disappointing fucking piece of fucking shit. That shit hurt, man. You know what I mean? It really does. And so, yeah, she's been questionable for me for a while. I mean, I was never really like a huge Nicki fan, but I did like her. There's some slappers that I absolutely love and whatever. So I had no hate towards her, no ill will or anything. But I don't fuck with that. All that shit that I seen there and that Erica bitch, that bitch is creepy as fuck. And if you guys are friends and this, then y'all both creepy as fuck. Okay, so okay. I would not align myself with that person, but hey. That's you. Yeah. Yeah, she started going. She has issues. I don't know. Get help, girl. This ain't the way to do it, though. I'll tell you that. But back to the clip that we just watched about how the artists really get together. I mean, we look at that from like the Kennedy Center, the Trump Kennedy Center bullshit. Like, ain't nobody playing at that bitch now. Everybody like,
don't
they're
even
not
get me
playing.
started on that.
Yeah. So I think art and culture and things like that really need to come to the forefront. Music, art, writing, you know, community building and things like that really need to come back to the forefront. Comedy, I think comedians are a really important part of kind of like social politics. You know what I mean? And so I think those are the tools we need to make sure that we are uplifting and highlighting and using as a way to fight against this shit, because everybody knows that the cool shit, the art, the funny people, the people that get your attention, they're all on our side. So we need to utilize those people.
So Jazzy, I don't think it's a sue. From what I've been reading, I believe it's more of like some type of cancellation fee bullshit, but people are already starting funds for like the musicians that pulled out, that were like, no, I'm not doing this.
I just want to pay them a fucking thing. I'll just be like, all right, go ahead, send me the bill. They'll be there. Actually, well, you know what you can do? Go ahead and dive to the bottom of the ocean and wait for me to pay you. I'll get right with you, okay? All right. See you in a little bit.
Well, also, can we talk about the fact that one of the South Park writers bought the Trump Kennedy Center domain?
Oh, yeah, I saw that this morning.
It's so funny.
Oh, they are just so good at what they do. I'm so glad that they have all this money to do the things that they're doing. Like, these are the people that need to be billionaires. You know what I mean? If anybody's going to be a billionaire, the people that are just wreaking havoc in our society in this beautiful, beautiful way, y'all can have the money. I'm okay with that. I would like to see a little bit more, donation and shit, but honestly, fuck it. I'll take another season of South Park. Thank you.
One of the things that I really liked regarding the Kimmel thing was, I think it was after the Emmys and after Jimmy was back on air, both he and Stephen Colbert went on each other's shows and did interviews.
Yeah, that was cool. That was really cool.
I loved that.
Yeah. Yeah, because if y'all didn't see that, go back and watch that if you missed that. It was really good.
Because one of the things I'm loving right now about the artist community, especially those who are on like this side of the correct side, I should say, is it's not anymore about competition. Like, look at how the late night hosts all came out like to support Colbert and Kimmel. It wasn't like a celebratory, like, ooh, now they're canceled, I'll get more views. It was like, no, we got to stand together.
Yeah. Because I think they're smart enough to know that if they come for one of us, they're going to come for all of us. So it's only a matter of time. And there's that as well. But also, like, the stronger you're stronger together. And also, we not fucking with this. Like, what happened with Stephen, and mind you, Stephen Colbert will be canceled in like March or something. I think May. Yeah. So there's that, unless that's gonna get changed over before then.
I do love on
his show is gone. So
I do love on his show how they're literally calling out Paramount and being like, oh, so you guys have all this money, huh? Like, to buy Netflix, and they're like, oh, gee, I wonder what you could do with all that money.
So, yeah. I mean, go ahead and buy Stephen Colbert show. Somebody else go buy it. Shit, what, he don't gotta go nowhere, or he could just do his own thing. Fuck it.
And it does seem that Netflix, or not Netflix, it seems that
sorry, my
Warner
cat
Brothers
is bumping my computer.
It does seem that Warner Brothers or HBO Max is basically saying screw you to Skydance Paramount. Like, they know. They're like, you can give us as big a bid as you want. We're still not going to take it.
Yeah, I haven't heard much from that. Have you heard any updates, really? Because it just seems to have kind of gone stale.
I think what I basically heard is Paramount keeps trying to up the bid, but they're saying no. So it looks like it's going to lean towards Netflix.
Oh, shit.
We'll see.
Well, who would if you had to choose between which one, would you prefer one or the other, or doesn't matter to you?
Netflix, absolutely.
Yeah, me too.
Because look at what what's her face at CBS has been doing since she bought it. The Erica Kirk.
Oh, is that Barry Weiss?
Yeah, that's Barry Weiss.
The one that tried to pull off the that CCOT interview, 60 Minutes interview. So if you guys didn't see that, I didn't feel like covering that either. People, please, I will say, watch it on your own. It was actually like not very long, so it was stomachable as much as you can stomach some horrific shit like that. But watch it, please. It's important. But I didn't really want to do that. I feel like it's only so necessary. People that I'm talking to, we get it. We don't need to like go all up into this shit as much as like other people do. And I like to point in other people's direction that like to really go deep down into some of this shit, because I'm not about to just make myself go cripple over shit that I already know. Right, Annabelle? Now I need you to move fuck out the way. What's next, Katie?
This one says something about lying isn't easy.
Oh, what?
The guys you dated before Charlie.
I was here for 5 years. I never dated here because I saw vicariously through my roommate how terrible it was.
You were proposed to by Charlie in 2020. You started dating him in 2018. And 3 years before that, you were dating this guy, Tyler Massey. I mean, you guys would do couples photo shoots. This is still online. And this is only 3 years before you started dating Charlie.
He's in heaven.
Yeah, and 2 years later, you were dating this guy, Cabot Phillips, and here he is posting you guys on his public page saying, yes, we're that couple who gets painting lessons together. Again, this is a year before you started dating Charlie, and well within the 5-year period, you claim to have never dated anyone, but you were out here dissing your roommate for dating.
I always thought it was very, very strange how she would go to drinks with one guy and then go to dinner with another. Somehow...
Yeah, I agree with that one, Jazzy. That bitch, there is something way the fuck off with her. Like, for real. Like, her eyes be all like this.
She's like Brian Chucky.
Yeah, she creepy. She creepy as fuck. And so I wanted to bring her up because one thing that we have been having to do since September of 2025 is think about Charlie Kirk and Erica Kirk and look at this fucking cult that I think we should have been paying a lot closer attention to with Turning Point USA, because they are some really, really creepy people. And they kind of gained power without us really like looking at it. And I think that they are going to be a lot in the forefront when it comes to our next, like this next year, because they're infiltrating schools. They're at schools now in high schools. I think it said like 3,600.
Yeah. It's not just it's not just colleges, it's high schools.
Yeah,
it's a lot of them in like the rural. It's in like the rural America types of places, especially, or where like the mega churches or Christian nationalism is a big big thing. But even the turning point, people are starting to turn on each other because what was it? I saw in videos like there was a bunch of people saying basically the same thing over and over again. And then who was it? Ben Shapiro got up there and like ripped every single one of them apart.
Mm-hmm. There was one of them that I saw that was funny about and I think I might actually do just a little side video on this at some point, but it was like this video with the Humanist Report. I think it is that guy. I don't know if you guys know the Humanist Report. Anyway, he was talking about how like authoritarianism and like people being gay. And so there's a lot of like infighting because for multiple reasons, like, and a lot of it has to do with the way that authoritarians people are like really demented when it comes to like their sexual things. Like, can you read it? It's hella small. Can you see it?
There's a channel I watched with people who were previously evangelical. They did a show that shows the Kirk Memorial and explained the manipulation those pastors were up there doing.
Oh yeah. And yeah, Jazzy has heard of that before. But basically, I'll share that video with y'all. I might do like a side, just real quick kind of recording and just post that on the channel and go through it with you because I saw it this morning. It was really interesting because it was like, yeah, it was like a weird thing about how they were talking about how men they think that having sex with women for enjoyment is gay and shit. Yeah. Yeah.
What?
I know. It's very confusing. I don't know how to articulate it. I actually need to read it and look at it a little bit more thoroughly because I was thoroughly confused about what their thinking is. But yeah, basically what I got from it was that they think that having sex with women for like if you're not trying to have a kid is gay. And so I'm like, well, what about the other type of sex? So what about gay sex? Is gay sex gay
I think
sex?
you're right, Jazzy.
Like, is gay sex gay sex? What kind of sex isn't gay then? Like,
Jazzy says, I think it has something to do with power. It does.
Yeah. Yeah, it was so weird. We will go over that, you guys. We will go over that, like, that little video. And I'm going to look into that a little bit more because I thought it was very interesting. And it was rooted in authoritarianism, like, in fascism. Like, though they think like that. It's like a thing that they do. It was interesting. I'll let you know that. Yep.
Jazzy also says in the military they have issues with SA, and a lot of it is male on male SA. It's a weird power thing they do over each other. And it's not just the military. I mean, it's like some fraternities and like that's why schools have like Title IXs and or at least they used to.
Yeah. Wow. We ain't got no titles no more. Just indoctrination. Anyway.
Here is one of the hardest working people in news.
The homie Aaron has been helping us out throughout our entire journey here at the Millennial Gaze. So one of our favorite people that we like to shout out. I have a list of people that I want to shout out, like not contributors, but like the content creators that and independent media people that I want to shout out for 2025 as well. By the time we're done. But anyway, let's go ahead. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you're more
has a Kennedy Center problem. More and more artists throughout the year have canceled their performances at the Kennedy Center. Ratings at the Kennedy Center are down, according to Nielsen data, year over year. When Donald Trump was hosting this year, ratings went down about 30% compared to last year. Meanwhile, artists continue to cancel in protest of Donald Trump taking over the Kennedy Center. Most recently, Chuck Red and the jazz musical performance on Christmas Eve. But he wasn't the only one. There were many others, including Issa Rae, who canceled earlier this year. And well, now the Kennedy Center is going after Chuck Red for $1 million, demanding that he essentially pay $1 million for canceling his musical performance. But the issue is that more and more artists are only going to be incentivized to cancel because the administration illegally changed the name of the Kennedy Center to the Trump Kennedy Center. There's a brewing issue for the administration. I know the administration isn't too happy about this, so spread the word, follow along for all the news you need to know about. We have some news right now. Donald Trump has a Kennedy Center problem. More.
Do you ever feel like you were in a simulation, like our society has been functioning like some type of reality show since 2016? I can't explain it. I know it feels like the Black Mirror or some shit. I don't know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And now for me, I'm seeing on my Facebook page, I'm finally starting to see some musician friends also speak up and be like, all right, for some reason now them trying to charge Chuck Red $1 million was their last straw, which that's a whole other thing. But
hold on, Katie. Let me look at the doc real quick just to see, because we might be able to skip some shit.
But like as artists, a lot of us don't have that kind of money. We don't have $1 million to pay that shit. And we still live in the United States, well, where there should be, standing on your principles, God forbid. Like, this is insane. And they're absolutely right about it being illegal. Like, the Kennedy Center itself was to promote the arts and to honor JFK.
It's also a nonprofit organization, so I feel like there's a lot illegal just with that in itself, like simply in itself, that is like what they're doing is fucked up by even like trying to like get money out of them and all that bullshit. Man, fuck all these people. Don't let them scare you talking about, oh, we need money out of you. Fuck them. Tell them to go eat a dick. Okay? Like for real. Like saute yourself up little mushroom dicks and go have gay sex or not gay sex. I don't know which one it is. But and leave the rest of us alone. Like I really wish that these people would just do their shit in their caves, like the bottom dwellers that they are. Like go in a submarine, go into the Titanic, spend your $1 billion, build a Titanic and do your debauchery down there and go fucking murder each other down there and leave everybody else the fuck alone to live happy lives and rebuild everything that you destroyed. I would really appreciate that. How about that, Katie? That sound good to you?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to skip the next one and go right to what has happened with Marge lately.
Oh yeah. So yeah, let's get that.
We have some news right now. Marjorie Taylor Greene is now saying that Donald Trump lashed out at her and yelled, quote, "My friends will get hurt," when she pushed him to release the Epstein files. Not just that, but when Marjorie Taylor Greene urged Donald Trump to meet with survivors in the Oval Office, she says that he angrily informed her that they had done nothing to merit the honor, that the survivors had not done anything to merit the honor. This, according to a revealing new profile done by the New York Times. In this profile, Marjorie Taylor Greene doesn't just say that Trump refused to invite survivors to the Oval Office because they didn't, quote, merit the honor in his opinion, but also that when she pushed him to release the files, he said, quote, "My friends will get hurt." That is a stunning, stunning quote. And it's all the more important that we get the files public, all of them. Spread the word, follow along, stay up to date on.
So one thing about this, Katie, am I frozen? Am I good?
No, it's probably me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can hear me, right?
Yeah. Is it really that shocking?
No. One thing that so another thing that's been going on during 2025, a lot of these people they're splitting off. They're splitting off into different kind of sects of MAGA right now, right? And also So Marjorie has been one of the main kind of, if you know anything about Marjorie Taylor Greene, she is straight up kind of like a kooky QAnon, terrible, racist, bigoted, just kind of horrible, very kind of like stupid person. But anyway, if you know anything about her, she loves Trump, and she really stands 10 toes down on her stuff. And one thing that I will say about this new development and this new thing that she's saying, first of all, she's been coming out with pretty much everything in all the conversations that she's having, and she has been on the side of the survivors of this files thing. So I'm gonna have to just give her credit there. I think this whole thing with the files really put her on the other side. And I mean, as fucked up as she's been, this was where she drew the line. And you know what? Hey, you can't say that for everybody else on her side of the aisle. She's like one of the only ones really that has even come out and been actively on the side of the fucking survivors. So I know that sounds crazy, like we're in the goddamn Twilight Zone, but Marjorie Taylor Greene really is standing 10 toes down on the side of the survivors for the Epstein files. And so I'm giving her credit for that. But again, there's a lot of friction going on within them. So I think we need to utilize that against 2020 in 2026. I think we really need to utilize that that infighting on the other side. I really do.
To end this segment, let's look at the top interview of 2025.
Say what I want to say. I got a freedom of speech regardless of what Donald Trump thinks. I can say the fuck I want to say.
What do you want to say to Donald Trump?
Fuck Donald Trump. Die from natural causes. Pam Bundy, an idiot. Christy Nome, ugly. Fuck Donald Trump. Get the fuck out of our city. Basically, like, you know, quit racial profiling people. And I just hate all this shit. I hate them.
Why is it pissing you off so much?
Because they racist. I know deep down it's all like some racist shit. You see the shit all over the news and all over the TV, seeing this dumbass shit they saying that day and all this dumbass shit they doing and shit. Once I rolled past here and saw people protest the shit, I don't know. I just want to be heard. They just some fucking idiots, man. I don't know. There ain't really no other way to put it. They racist. And they don't like me and I don't like them. You know, like, they got a problem with a motherfucker like me, but they love Charlie Kirk. Like, what the fuck? Charlie Kirk's a piece of shit. I don't get no fuck. I got a job, too. I don't get no fuck. Dox me. You better not pull up where I be at. Charlie Kirk running around saying stupid ass, racist ass shit, all type of dumb ass shit. They call him a patriot and he was a piece of shit. He was a racist. He said if he see a black pilot, he wonder is he qualified. He a piece of shit, bro. Like, he the one said that a couple gun deaths is okay for the Second Amendment. He said that shit. Then when he gets shot, we all supposed to cry. He was talking shit the minute the bullet hit his neck. He's still talking shit. His stupid ass wife still out here being racist and trying to throw Super Bowl shows. They dumb as hell. And Bad Bunny, Puerto Rican, they don't even know he American. They just racist. Like, see, oh, he's brown. He's just racist, bro. So fuck all of them. I say what I want to say. I got a freedom of speech regardless of what Donald Trump.
Yep. That's my favorite interview in 2025, right there.
Oh yeah,
he covered it all in like a landscape, right there.
Yep.
We could have just played that from the jump. But yeah, that's the energy we need. Like, I'm tired of people being like, oh my God, May, you cursed on Don Lemon's show and you had a blunt in your hand. Like, bitch, these people are pedophiles. People are getting kidnapped right now. You worried about me cursing on the internet? Bitch, if you don't get some priorities in your fucking life, you must not have survival skills, because this is insane. If you don't get out of here and start worrying about some real shit. Ooh. All right. So let's talk about some solutions. Thanks so much for being here, Jazzy and Lizzie and Dally Oops. If y'all still there or popping in and out, invite your friends, like, comment, share, subscribe.
Hold on a second.
Millennial Gaze. So, you know, we're just having a little recap show, a little fun. Oh, and Katie kind of popped off, but I'll hold down the fort. Yeah, we're having a good just kind of Monday, going over a few things. Yeah, what did Jazzy say? I actually think she's one of the few Republicans who are legit brainwashed. The rest know that they are brainwashed and don't care. No, I really feel you on that. I really do think that some people really do actually have the ability to be like, whoa, I was in a fucking cult.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Sorry,
I think
Emma
no
got
problem.
Emma got into her bedroom. But yeah. I think so too. I did read I saw some of the New York Times article.
I got some people downstairs.
Yeah, I saw the New York Times article. It was definitely enlightening because I do think that she was one of the people that was brainwashed. So
yeah, like, I mean, she was indoctrinated, you know, like, for real. Like, she really believed the shit that she was about, you know? So, you know, you got to give those people landing places. Again, you ain't got to braid their hair or anything. But, like, you got to give them a place to kind of land and get off of that, because what happens is if you don't really kind of at least give them a safe place to get out of the abusive kind of mind, like space that they were in and the place that they were in, they'll go back. You know what I mean? And actually become worse.
Or get out of the cult mentality.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, you got to get them out of that and give them a place to be like, hey, it's actually cool to be here. It's fine. It's safe here to, you know, get through it. You know what I mean? But if you don't give them that place, they will go back to where it's comfortable and probably stay there and not really be able to be recovered. So this is a few solutions. I have 3 solutions before you press play. Okay. So I think, we need to look at men. I think men are a huge problem. I think white people are a huge problem. And I think that women need to take, like, the patriarchy needs to go down. Like, I think women really need to be the next leader. So I have a few little clips here that just kind of highlight some of the things that we can think about moving forward.
Would be happy to receive the same treatment that our black citizens do in this society. Please stand. You didn't understand the direction. If you white folks want to be treated the way blacks are in this society, stand. Nobody's standing here. That says very plainly that you know what's happening. You know you don't want it for you. I want to know why you're so willing to accept it or to allow it to happen for others. White person would be happy to receive the same treatment that our black citizens do in this society.
That's a little short one.
Good for her.
Yeah, that's Jane Elliott. I forget the date that it said on there. It was a little small, but
yeah, I loved how people did stand up. I think people did stand up at first, and then she was like, y'all didn't understand the assignment.
Right. Yeah. And some people, you know, maybe, I don't know that's the little clip that we got, but that's one thing that I've been kind of preaching this entire year, maybe even a little bit before that, before even this channel, is like, we have found a way that into like selfishness and like an independent kind of social independency and mindset where we don't think about other people. And so like we've come to a place where we don't think that the shit that's happening to other people won't happen to us, you know? And so, and I think that's very toxic.
Jazzy brings up a good point.
Oh, wait.
I honestly think we have all been pushed to not like each other because that's how they get us to be controlled, to see people in your own country as other and immediately fear them.
Well, that's the point, right? That's easy. Oh man, there's another clip that from an old movie that really laid that shit out. I should have put that on the doc, but I still have it in the
Remember
email.
what
So
movie it was?
it's in. I'll just put it in the doc. Actually, it's right here. It's in the email. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah. 1 second. But yeah, it lays it out.
Yes, get the guys to fear the others, and they never see who they should really fear. That's like some shit out of Lost.
Yeah. Okay, I'm throwing it into the doc right now, like right at the bottom.
Okay.
An exit message for you, so you can just find it there.
Mm-hmm. Do you want me to
This
put it
is
at the
right
end?
on point. Yeah, it's right. The one I just put. Yep. So Jazzy, this is something that I saw that is straight on with the comment that you just made. So let's share that with you.
Hold on.
Yep, that's it. Cool. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I hope you have a nice, warm, cozy drink and blankies, and you're having a good time hanging out with us. They don't even like themselves, Jazzy, for real. That's the funny thing about it, right? Like, they don't even like, they hate everything. They don't even like sex with women. What the fuck kind of... I'm so confused. You know, what do you like? That would be an easier list. Kids. That's pretty much it. And money. And oil. Have a really weird thing with oil. I mean, even like baby oil, all types of oil, they like it all. How you gonna have 1,000 bottles of baby oil in your fucking house? We can't hear it. Is it going? Katie, can you hear us? We can't hear you, Katie.
Oh, was the sound not working? Hold on.
No, it wasn't.
Let me reload it.
All right.
Sorry.
I was over there talking. I was
over me.
waiting for you. No, it's all good.
How's that? You hear it?
No, it's not going yet. I can hear you though. Sometimes you gotta press a little microphone on it.
Hang on, let me play with this for a minute.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I forget what else. Sorry, our tech is a little slow today, but see, Jazzy says she was reading. See, I like that people can still read. So, like, whenever I am scrolling through Instagram at Niall's house, I'm just like, I just keep it and I just watch things that have subtitles on it because I don't like to be loud in a small space like on my phone and shit, and I don't keep track of earphones.
Feel they could never get it by democratic means.
Yep.
There's a list of their names. This was the essence of their plan. Here are some articles ready for release to stir up all the little hatreds of the whole nation against each other. This was an article to be published in an anti-Semitic paper attacking the Jews. This was to be used in the Farmers' Gazette to stir them up against the city dwellers. Here's one attacking the Catholics. Anti-Negro, anti-labor, anti-trade union, subtle appeal to the Ku Klux Klan. Here's a list of newspaper editors who either sought to occupy public office or sought to dictate who should occupy public office. And when they failed, felt that the public was a great stupid beast. Here's a list of men who served their country in the last war and were failures in business and again longed for the power of rank and the prestige of a uniform. In there are the names and addresses of the men who were designated to be America's first stormtroopers. But what was really shocking to me was the complete cynicism of the plan. Each of these groups was simply to be used until its usefulness was exhausted. Hates were to be played against hates. If one group threatened to get too powerful, it would be killed off by another group. And in the end, all these poor little people who never knew to what purpose they were lending themselves would be in the same chains, cowed and enslaved, with Robert Forrest and his handful of power-thirsty henchmen cracking the whip. This is what I found.
These are like, I mean, this is when Trump's dad and shit was like alive and shit. Like, this isn't too far generational off of the type of shit that Trump and his family was about, bro. Like, they were probably like all Hitler-y, you know what I mean? I don't see how they aren't they like German? Katie, you're muted. You're muted. Oh, she said 1 second.
Yeah, Jazzy, you have to remember this was like the 40s, so they used different, not that it's okay, but they used different slang back then.
Mm-hmm. I don't mind Negro. You know, Negro's fine. Because that's a different way of that's a different connotation, but
Yeah,
once you start going,
that's a very good point. Alley-oops. These are some of the things our grandparents consumed.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these aren't like too far off generationally, you guys. Like the woman from the last person survivor of the, I think it was a Tulsa massacre, died at 111 and never got like her shit back after all those years. Died without ever seeing any sort of justice for them burning down her property and shit just because she was black. Murder, literally massacring people.
Mm-hmm.
Died at 111 like a few weeks ago. So, and like this is like not far off from shit. So like I don't know how we're surprised that Trump is the way that he is. Like if you read Mary Trump's Never Not Enough or Never Enough or something like that, his niece's book, it's a short read too. It's pretty easy to go through. It's really insightful into how fucked up he is. He's just fucked up, you know. And yeah, he's a Nazi. His fucking dad was a Nazi. They're powerful, gross, disgusting white supremacist men with micro penises. Yeah, and his mom is ugly. Oh my god, that bitch is fucking foul, bro. I think I think that bitch is inbred. Honestly, I think they might have a little bit of that going on in there too, because the way he talk about his daughter might insinuate some things. Just saying.
Hold on. I found a.
Someone need to check in on Ivanka too. I'm gonna say I'm pretty sure he's touched her. I wouldn't be surprised if some shit came out about that. Yeah, I know. Look at that. Ew. Look at ooh. Oh. They look awful.
Yuck.
Dude, they're like brother and sister or something. That's why they look like that. Or their parents or something.
You ever see pictures of like models or whatever that have like their faces taped up and shit? That's like what they look like.
Yeah. It looks inhuman. Really gross. A close-up of that picture of his dad is really creepy. It's like his head is like square.
Yeah. Hopefully let me know if this plays.
Okay. If it doesn't, you can skip it to the next one. But this was a pretty interesting one too, I think.
Can you hear it?
I can't hear it. I think you just gotta turn on the mic.
Hold on.
Sorry about the tech issues, guys. No worries. If just give us some time. We're taking it one step. Like, comment, share, subscribe. It's nice to be here.
Because think about it. What kind of mind sees another human being, a whole creation of God, and believes they are superior because of the amount of melanin in their skin? What kind of psyche dedicates centuries to building systems, laws, religions, and economies to justify hurting, stealing from, and traumatizing an entire group of people? It's not normal thinking. That is pathology. Racism ain't rooted in strength. It's rooted in fear. Fear of equality, fear of accountability, fear of losing power, fear that if we thrive, they lose control. That fear creates delusion, and delusion creates violence. That is textbook mental instability, y'all. White supremacy required a mass delusion so strong that it convinced a whole society that kidnapping, raping, selling, and lynching human beings was not only acceptable, but moral. Now that requires cognitive distortion. That requires disassociation from reality. That requires a lack of empathy. All of that is symptomatic of a collective psychological illness. And here's the real truth. The harm that they inflicted on Black people for generations was a mirror of the harm already living inside of them. Because mentally, whole people don't create oppression. Confident people don't need control. Emotionally healthy people don't need domination. Only a sick mind needs to convince itself that others must suffer for it to feel superior. But let me flip this. The miracle is, even though this sickness tried to break us, we never broke. We built families and churches, businesses, culture, music, art, and innovation that shaped the entire world. That is the sign of a healed mind, a resilient mind, a divine mind. The real mental illness is racism. The real strength is the Black mind that survived. And that's why we tell our stories. That's why we honor our ancestors. And that's why we remember our history, because understanding the sickness helps us stop internalizing it and start uprooting it at its root. Because we are the descendants of greatness. We know that. And the world tries to study our trauma, but they never acknowledge our triumph. And every day that we wake up, we're breaking generational curses, y'all. Generational curses that we didn't even create. And we are the evidence that even in the face of all this madness, we're still excellent. Now drop a Black fist in the comments and share this with someone who needs to hear this Black history gem.
So I just want to go ahead and wrap that one up real quick, because this shit it's a problem. In white supremacy is starting to look really, 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 really fucking ugly in this country. It's boiling over to a point where it's fucking up white people, like good white people. You know what I mean? And it needs to be uprooted. It needs to be addressed. I don't know how much else to say. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. But like, yeah, wearing that on your ear is definitely an interesting choice. Definitely sick in the head. And I mean, and then when it comes to white supremacy, again, I think I've said this before in a few episodes. It seems like it's hurting the white community more than it's hurting anybody else. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, even though it's brutalizing and fucking everybody up, we still are like somewhat okay. It seems like it's so baked into white culture. I guess I don't know what to call it, but y'all say I don't have culture, or you do have culture. I don't fucking know. I'm not white, but it seems like it's harming white people more than it's harming anybody else. I really do believe that, and I think that this needs to be looked at. They really do. Like, sorry, 2026, here we go. Let's start a new chapter, and maybe studying ourselves and like thinking about how to uproot that. Because I know that the spicy whites are out there that like to make sure that this shit ain't going on and don't want to raise their children in that environment and around that shit. And so like I would like to see more of that, more of the good white people, spicy whites as we like to call them, like come out and really
like me.
Yeah, and show some, solidarity with, and really like trying to improve, your own communities, because the stronger you are, the better it is for everybody. So that's another solution I think that we should think about. But hey, I'm just a black girl, so I can't.
I agree, Deli. Racism is not cheap.
Oh no, it's not, and it's dangerous. It's very dangerous. That mentality, and like we said about Turning Point USA and all that shit, like they are actively like amping this shit up. So we are not going in the right direction when it comes to white supremacy. I tell you that. It's gonna get worse if we let this shit get out of hand. Just saying. Okay, what's next? Oh, skip this one. It's kind of long. I don't really feel like watching it, but I'll share that next time. It was kind of important, but we'll share that next time. This is a good one. So there's some dope ass women going dumb all over the world this year, doing the damn thing. And again, like I said, I think women really need to just start taking more leadership roles because I think we've given the men enough chances. I think the men might need to actually sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up for a little bit and figure their shit out. Okay? Because
especially in this country.
Yeah, I don't know if you go back a few episodes, we've shown some pretty insane things that men these days are talking about and how they're teaching their boys to talk and behave and do and whatever. And so I think that maybe men need a timeout. Maybe they need a little rest.
I think they need more than a timeout, but that's just me.
Yeah, maybe need a little. Definitely need some timeout. We'll start with that because their leadership is actually leadership is not even the word for it. This is just childish bullshit. I mean, I've been seeing the shit that these dudes are talking about on the internet, talking about, oh, if you lose your SNAP benefits, oh my God. Well, now we'll finally be able to get with girls again and women again because they ain't gonna have no food stamps, so they're gonna need a man to get food and all this just dumb, vile, disgusting, repulsive shit. And it's like y'all really are out here trying to go extinct, for real.
Something that I'm just really tired of is this bullshit fake alpha energy that they all try to have.
And they're all gay. It's if you hate women that much, then just be gay. Okay? Fuck your homeboys. Hang out with your homeboys. That is totally fine.
Yeah.
So now I don't get it. But yeah, women aren't people to them anymore. It's that's a whole nother thing that needs to be addressed. So systemic racism, and it all just trickles down. It just starts from rich white men, and it just goes down. And what they're trying to do right now is just pick off everybody until they're the only ones left. Okay. So, hey, rich white women, once everybody else is gone, you're gone too. Like, you're next. So, like,
look, this is literally part of the Handmaid's Tale, because in the Handmaid's Tale, if you haven't seen it, the Sabrina, the wife of the one of the highest commanders, she actually wrote the script for Gilead. And then when all the men took power, she was like, but what about me? I built this. And they're like, nah, you're still a woman. You can't read or write. We'll cut your finger off.
I don't know why she was so fucking surprised. Right? Yeah, I know. Yeah, they love looking at each other they like bad bathing together and like playing swords with dicks and stuff. I don't know. They're all gay. It's okay, be gay. I don't have no problem with that. Just don't be evil. Yeah. I don't like evil gays. I don't like evil gays. I like the nice ones.
You ready to get into our recaps?
Let's get into the recaps.
All right. I'm first. Yay, me. Oh, no. So I went to a bunch of protests. This is stuff from my Instas. Me with my sign and going around and stuff. That was one of the first ones of the year I think I did. I'm a musician. I do lots of fun music things. Currently, I'm in 3 different bands. A jazz band, a kind of street band, like a marching band kind of thing, and a concert band that only happens in the summer. This picture was taken when I was doing a pit gig. Is that all 3 of my saxes? No, it's all 4. It's only 3 of them.
Those look like some nice instruments there now, Katie.
This one over here on the left, that's my big one. I played this one in the most ensembles, and it weighs as much as my daughter. I just want to say that.
Yeah.
I'm a big soccer fan. So this is my soccer team, Tottenham Hotspur in England. We won our first trophy in 17 years. So I was very happy about
that. Nice.
We had a really fun beach vacation this summer.
Okay.
I thought I had more pictures than this, but there was a couple. They would sit at the water for a very long time. I think they would sit at the water for like an hour and a half and just hang out. It was adorable.
Aww.
We lost our car. We had this wonderful Subaru for 10 years. Now we have a Nissan.
Yeah, I remember when that happened.
Yeah, we were driving, and here's my little bear. She got into preschool. Once we found out she got into preschool, and she's doing amazing.
Okay.
Katie, what type of music do you like? Anything but country. And then our final thing.
Fair enough.
Yay! Little bear.
Yeah.
Little bear. Do the end of May.
Oh, you got a little. What is that? Gemini? Yeah, you got a little Gemini on the way.
Yep. Well, that's just, some of my recap. I have my 20-week ultrasound at the end of January, where they basically just make sure that all the bones and everything are there. But we did like the genetic testing and stuff, and that all came back negative. So that's
you got a congratulations in here.
Thanks, Jazzy. Yeah, I'm pregnant. We finally told the in-laws on when we were up for Christmas, and they were very happy. My mother-in-law hugged me like 4 times. It was nice. They're like, oh my gosh. And now all their grandbabies are girls. Because our niece is also, female. So.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That we were just talking about how we need the women to just be coming out here doing a damn thing.
She is a little powerful thing. And we got to spend some quality time together when we were up to visit them. She and I like to go on little adventures, even if it's to like a tiny mini mall, just to get her out of the house, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
And she told me that I'm her favorite person in the world.
Oh.
And I was kind of like, oh my God, my heart. And just seeing her with Emma and listening to the two of them, just like their feet running around and laughing and giggling. Like it was nice. It was definitely very nice to take a break from all this.
Oh yeah, girl. Ooh, girl. Don't I know? I definitely needed it. Yeah, like I've just kind of reflecting back on kind of this year. I've been pretty much on a daily basis on the news, you know, or in the news somehow, and it's been a lot. It's tiring, but hey, but I like the work. I think it's important. I think it's very important, and it's changed my life. So it's just nice to kind of take a break from it, though, because
I think
the break was well deserved, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I think from like the 24th to today, I've maybe watched about 30 minutes of news.
Oh yeah. No, I've been watching hella movies. We watched Rat Race. We went street running the other day, and we've been going out on like little dates or whatever. That's been fun, and just kind of like watching movies and smoking weed and shit, you know.
We watched our favorite Christmas movie that I'm pretty sure my husband and I can quote verbatim, and that's National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I know Chevy Chase is a piece of shit, but it's one of the funniest movies of all time.
That movie hella funny. Yeah. We watched Friday After Next. What else did we watch? Man, we watched.
So, Jazzy, you're into reading books. My husband, my beautiful husband, just bought me for Christmas the I've Had It Ladies book, and I can't wait to start reading it.
The something Lazy
Life
Susan.
is the Lazy Susan of shit sandwiches.
Yes. Yeah.
So excited.
That sounds like a good read. I've always wanted to get my hands on that one, but our local bookstore closed, so maybe I'll run across it at some point. Yeah.
And now let's get into Miss May's recap.
Okay, I got a recap. What's up? I added one to the doc.
Okay.
Well. All right. So this is before I was already doing my YouTube channel, like Maymoney in the building, but I went to Beverly Hills for the first time and stayed in a mansion and worked this.
I don't have the music on because copyright, just so you know.
It's okay. Don't, no worries. But yeah, this is a photo shoot that I did at the Beverly Hills motel and hotel. And yeah, I had a whole weekend where I just kind of spent some time out there being all fancy and shit, and it was very nice. So that was the beginning of the year. And let's go ahead and go to the next one, because I got a whole bunch of little slides, because I'm telling a little story here. This is before I was on Don Lemon and all of that. Actually, no, I had just started Don Lemon show. Like, it might have been the third or fourth week that I had been on the Don Lemon show. And so this is a craft market. This is where I met my boyfriend, Niall. This is the day. So there's a little photo shoot here that I was doing. We were at the skate park there. This is the market that we set up, and that's his friend. And we were just like having fun taking pictures. And I think there's a picture of him there. And so, yeah, we just kind of like, this has been my year, and that's Niall, and he's cool. I like him a lot. And yeah, so that's just kind of like the beginning parts. And I think I had just started We the People then. But yeah, I do craft markets. So, you know, I sell jewelry and my art. And I did a lot of photo shoots this year too, which I like to do. So this is like one, and this is where I took the photos for my magazine cover article that I had this year as well. I forgot to even share that, but that was a thing that happened. But yeah, I think that one plays. But yeah, that's a like little fun reel that I did from a photo shoot I did, and that's how I got like my my photos for the article, like my professional ones and like some nice headshots from that day. And I've really been networking with some really cool people, and it's all like women's foundation, women owned businesses and women entrepreneurs and stuff that I got aligned with last year into this year. So I still really be fucking with them. So this is a fun clip from one of the Don Lemon shows, I think, from this year. But one of the first, I don't know, one of my favorite ones. Excuse my voice. I've been sick all week, but I'll try to project as much as I can. Yeah. I want to just start with what Nicole said. I really do highly agree with the taking the money, like keeping our federal taxes, especially California. I'm in the Bay Area. I don't think that we should be playing in funding any of this until they get their shit together. So I highly agree that financially is run these pockets is the way to go until, make it temporary. We don't got to secede from the nation, but especially if SNAP benefits and things like that are being taken away, we can just keep our money and make sure that Californians are okay, but back to kind of what we were talking about, notice how, excuse me, how quickly the mood changed from when, we were talking about on Tuesday and everything that happened on Tuesday to, 2 days later, maybe, to where the mood's at again. And so that's why I wasn't very like up in arms and like, yay about, what happened on Tuesday, even though it's good. And yes, it's a little bit like moving the needle, maybe a centimeter or two, but first of all, we have to keep the momentum on, but again, I'm not going to give no cookies and flowers for people, for us just doing our basic bare minimum like things to have a functioning society. Okay, like people went out to go vote. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to vote like with an educational kind of mind when you go into the voting booth. You're not supposed to accidentally vote for a fucking fascist. Like you're supposed to not be a fascist and vote for one and not vote in your own self-interest. So I'm not going to give cookies and clap and flowers for people that just pass the tutorial. Like that's like us being like, yay, you did such a great job at, at not failing the test, but you got a D. Like that doesn't work that way, you guys. And so we got to keep the foot on the gas. And I don't think we're doing near enough because it's only been 2 days and look at the horrific shit that we've just seen.
It's like nothing happened.
I agree, Maymoney.
Yeah. Well, that's just me sharing like everything that I've been doing over the year. A lot of it has been Don Lemon and being on here with you guys and stuff like that. And then I think there was one last one that I had. We can have that as an exit. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, because I have a really fun thing to share with y'all before we go. But yeah, anywho. So yeah, I think that's our episode today. We had a doozy of a year. Throw in some in the chat before we go, some cool things that popped out to you this year, or some shitty things or whatever. Definitely an interesting fucking year, I'll tell you that. A lot of good things. I met new friends like Katie and Jazzy and Dalius and Lizzie and everybody, the We the People and the legends and everybody.
I got from my dad. I don't know if y'all could see it. It is like an evolution shirt. And then by the time it gets to Trump, it says, "Go back, we screwed up."
I love that shirt. Yeah, that's great. No. I made 2,000 sales in my shop and nearly lost my. Yeah, it's a great. That's what's up.
That's awesome, Jazzy.
Hell yeah, that's what's up. That's good money.
I have a couple other shirts like this. There's one that's like, my dad got me this one. Maybe I'll wear it next week or for a Korner episode. It's like Rip in 2025. All the things that Trump fucked up and cut.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yes. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, it's been a interesting year. Again, I do want to say before we really wind down, like, y'all, 2026 is gonna be some fucked up shit. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, it's gonna be. We're gonna get more information about these files as we're gonna just keep picking away at them. I do know that a lot of that information is gonna be. It's already just incredibly dark.
But something that you
and if they're hiding shit that's worse than what we already have just glimpsed, we buckle up. And then it's just gonna be a lot of fighting. There's gonna be new shit. They're just willy-nilly bombing people. Shit, like. Yeah, we're gonna and I think we really need to be prepared and really be ready for this. We can't just be like hoping that things are gonna be okay, because one thing I will let you know is that hope ain't shit without some action. Hope is not shit without actually doing something about it. You can't hope yourself out of a burning building when your house is on fire. Okay, you gotta get out of there and hope that all your shit ain't burnt to a crisp once you get out alive. Okay, that's what you do. All right, so I just wanted to let you know, like, hey, yay, 2025. That doesn't mean that 2026 we can just start sleeping, because school shootings. Mass shootings are like crazy on a fucking rise to a crazy ass level. All sorts of stuff. I just the amount of chaos that we are going to see this upcoming year is going to be fucking insane, and I need us to take care of each other. That's all I really got to say about it.
Yeah, and we'll try to keep it new every week, because May and I talked before the show about how so many of these stories are just like repeating themselves. And
yeah,
so we just all got to stick together, and
they do start repeating themselves, and it's because hey, can we check our Trump tracker before we go into our last bit?
Mm-hmm. Let me look.
Yeah, let's check this thing.
I freaked out the other day because I thought that it was not
taken
coming
down.
up, but
Mm-hmm.
it was
sometimes it does go down, but they put it back up. Yeah, but it was up that day.
So we are up to 2,100.
Wow. I think we checked it like 2 days ago. Yep. Yeah, no, you're right, Jazzy. People do lose their minds. Dang, these stats are wild. Whew. These are not good stats, you guys. This is not like, your favorite sport team. This ain't Steph Curry, breaking the 3-point record. This is like illegal shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
This is bad. These are bad stats.
Of course, the highest one looks to be undermining democracy.
Mm-hmm.
Second highest is suppressing dissent.
Mm-hmm. Because that kind of goes in with, because what is undermining democracy, right? Like the one thing about these people, they don't know what words mean, and they like to just throw everything under every fucking thing. So they're like, oh, you're undermining, everything is something with these people. You know what I mean? Like, everything's bad. So it's the list is easier about what's good for them. You know what I mean? Like, what do they like? It's probably like 2 things, maybe 3. Everything else, Big Mac, money, power, Arnold Palmer's dick, I don't know, little girls, and old, and everything else, hate. So anywho, but yeah, I have some good news. So once I get off of here, I'm gonna start braiding my hair. I think it's dry enough for me to start to start doing something with it. But I got some fun news to share, so go ahead and run this.
Oh my gosh, if you haven't had a bow wow, then you don't know what you're missing. This is like, they say, give me one margarita, I'm a whatever. A bow wow will have you doing some shit that you will not be responsible. Let's put it that way. I'm going to be going live in New Orleans on Frenchman Street at DBA and Spotted Cat on New Year's Eve, starting at 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. You got to tune in because we're going to get lit. We got 4 bow wow. Oh my God, that's strong. Taste that. Come on, taste it. Tell me what you think.
We're starting early.
I picked a bad time to stop drinking.
Oh my gosh, if you haven't had a bow wow.
So Maymoney is going to New Orleans, you guys. I'm going to be out there. I'm so hyped. I was watching while I was kind of starting my hair process, watching Don on his subathon, I think it's called, some shit like that, where he's just out getting lit in New Orleans right now, kind of like pre-New Year's Eve partying. And I wish I was already there, but I fly out Wednesday morning. I arrive Wednesday afternoon. I'm going straight to the party. And then I'm coming straight back after the party. I'm going straight back to Oakland, not even staying overnight. But I have the VIP ticket, so I will hopefully meet some pretty cool people. DL Hughley, Duce Sloan's gonna be there. Big Frida is gonna be there. And I think I heard Jen Welsh is gonna pop up, so I might be able to meet some cool people, y'all. So I'm gonna go out there. Party. Gonna make sure I eat me some good ass like New Orleans food. If I can catch me a good ass jambalaya, I'll be set. I'll be set. And so I'm really excited, and it's gonna be a good time. I'm gonna be safe, but I'm just like super pumped to just kind of experience something fun.
Low key, a little jealous.
Oh no, I'm gonna share everything with you guys, and I'm gonna like stream as much as I can. So like I'll make sure that thank you, Zally. I'll make sure that I'll like share experiences with y'all, and I'll be in the airport hanging out for quite some time. So I might try to see if Katie wants to link up at some point and join me on a live while I'm just chilling at the airport, and we can talk and hang out or whatever. Yeah. And because that's gonna be a lot of time where I have downtime to just kick it with y'all. So
yeah, we don't have any plans, so
and so yeah, I've been to New Orleans. I've just never been an adult in New Orleans. So I wish I had more time to spend, but it was either get the ticket that I could get to get out there and come back, and that was the only one that really worked for me with my finances right now. So it was either do that or don't go. And so I was like, fuck it, let's go. Like, actually, it seemed cool because I don't even know if I really want to like be out there like that by myself. I would much rather like have somebody with me if I'm going to be traveling out there, like, for more than a few days. You know what I mean? So yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna go out there, party in New Orleans with Don Lemon and shit, and then fucking come back to the town. I'll be back at home on the 1st at 4:35. That's when my plan. So
you better get some like energy drinks, 5-hour energies.
All I gotta do is just like rest on the plane and rest in the airport. As long as I rest on the way there, I'll be set. Cause like I be up, like I don't ever even really be sleeping like that anyway. So
good luck. I never sleep on planes.
Oh yeah, I can knock out on a plane pretty good. I'm just gonna bring Pikachu, and I got my little Pikachu and I'm gonna be good, girl. I'm gonna be set. So I'm very excited. And inshallah, as long as everything goes to the way it's supposed to go, then it will be a quick trip. And I'm going to share as much as I can with you. I hope I get some really like fun pictures with Don and everybody. You know what I mean? And
Oh, I'm
meet.
sure he's excited to meet you.
I know. And then like I don't know. He don't be paying attention to shit. He probably gonna be like, What's Maymoney doing here? Like, bitch, I told you that I was pulling up like a month ago. How much you want to bet? He gonna be like, oh my god, I didn't know you were coming. But yeah, it'll be fun. And then one thing that I did that Niall pointed out to me that was funny before we go, he was like, because you've been on his show, people are gonna recognize you more than you recognize them, like because like my face is the one that, so I'm like, oh my god, I didn't really realize that. Like we were like, oh my god, it's Maymoney. If it's a whole bunch of lemon heads in there. So yeah, he gonna be doing backflips. I'm about to be going dumb. I'm just gonna be this dancing with my margarita like this.
I don't know if he's gonna. Well, I don't know if he's gonna make his 10 o'clock show tomorrow. Since he's drinking all that.
I know. Them bow wows, bro. Do you know what a bow wow is?
Nope.
Okay, so it's 6-part rum. So it's 3 different type of light rum, 3 different type of dark, and I think it's like pretty much like a Long Island builds the same way, like with some triple sec, some lemon juice, whatever, lime juice, probably, or, what else do you put in Long Island iced tea? But probably some fruit punch or some shit in there.
I couldn't drink
that.
that.
It's like a rum punch, like an extremely fucking dangerous rum punch. Yeah. So now you know what a bow wow is. I don't think I'm gonna be going for it. I don't really fuck with rum like that no more. Those were like my high school days where I was fucking with like Captain Morgan and shit. I don't do that no more. I can't do that no more. I'm more of a tequila girl these days. Speaking of which, anywho, but yeah, anything else before we go, Katie?
I don't think so. I hope you guys all have a fun New Year's Eve. Stay safe. Tune in to Don Lemon. Tune in to us.
Yes, of course. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And I hope that we can really like make some forward momentum with our channel in the new year. And also, I will definitely be seeing you and going spontaneously live throughout the night in my trip in New Orleans. So keep an eye on that. It's going to be so much fun. Make sure to share. And I'll let you know how it goes. But until then, keep it gangsta, y'all. Happy 2026 New Year.
All I said was there's evil afoot. Evil!